Alright guys, let's rock and roll. It is on the hour. So guys, look, I'm going to take you through the InShare basics. If you haven't had a look at this before, I want you to see how cool this system is. Available for our team only, JFire members only, and then how you can take that to the next level, what's changed, what's new, what's coming. You guys can ask any questions that you like. If you want to get the questions started, you can always jump into the questions tab on your dashboard and you can start typing the questions there. Jared might answer them, via text or when he gets on, and when he's talking I can check through the questions, but we'll certainly try to get to everyone's questions by the end of the webinar with a Q&A at the end. So I'm inside of my InShare platform at the moment, which is completely free for JFire members at this stage only. InShare work with other network marketing companies, but at the moment this particular platform and this training and this communication system is available for JFire members only. Another advantage of being with the incredible brand of JFire. So if you want a free InShare account, you simply just go to www.inshare.co. Okay, don't go .com because it will not be there. Okay, go to .co, and you'll be able to just do the basics: name, email, and register for the account. You'll need to go into your email to register from the email to make sure that it's through the correct email address. You can then nominate your upline and start inviting your team into InShare. So let's have a couple of looks at what we have here. One of the really cool things I love about InShare is the Media Lab. Okay, I'm going to try and go slow here because sometimes when you go live online there's a bit of a lag on the webinar system. But what I love is this Media Lab. So every training that I've ever done that's been recorded is in this Media Lab. So you can come here, and what I've advised my guys to do that I'm working with closely is a bunch of stuff for 2017 obviously, but one really crucial thing is come into your InShare account once a week minimum. I mean, I would do it every day, a couple of times a day, but once a week minimum, click on your Media Lab and choose a training. Choose one of the trainings, doesn't matter which one it is, because it's going to make you a better network marketer, a better entrepreneur. Click on play and play, pause, play, pause, play, pause, and apply it to your business. Take a bunch of notes and go and apply that training to your brand, to your social media, to your posture, to your scripts, whatever the training may be on, and then elevate yourself as a leader, elevate yourself as a network marketer that day, that week. The next day or the next week, whatever your schedule is, come back into the Media Lab and do another training and apply that to your business. This is the new age way. I mean, if anyone's familiar with the Amway Network 21, where we used to get CDs and videos and tape cassettes mailed out to us every single week and month, that was pretty cool. And that's what I loved about the Network 21 system with Amway, was there was so much personal development in that system. This is exactly the same. It's all sitting here for you, waiting for you to watch it and listen to it any time you like. So you can literally search what you're looking for. So you might browse around, and you might want to sort by name. So alphabetical order is pretty easy, by the newest trainings that have been put up there. So if I click on the newest ones that have been put up there, let's have a look at what comes up here for us. I know that there's new trainings that have been added all of the time, and it's always good to come in here, see what's been added, and again go through that training. So you can search via the newest things. You can search via back office training, maybe brand and product presentation, the business presentations. Let's click on that one there. If you want to download the latest PowerPoint presentation that I've been using, you can literally come here to the business presentation and download the latest video and to practice it, or you can download here the latest PowerPoint presentation. So updated Jeunesse presentation by Aaron Biley. You literally click on that down arrow and that will download the PowerPoint straight to your computer. And this is almost my most exciting thing about the whole platform, is probably every second day somebody asks me to send them the latest Jeunesse PowerPoint presentation, because it's always evolving, new products being added, new slides, new awards from Jeunesse. You know, we're always trying to make it better, and more leaders are emerging and they want to present, which is awesome. But for me to send them this presentation that has videos and photos, it's a huge file, and to put it into a Hightail or some sort of big file compressed website to send it to them usually takes 20 to 30 minutes for that to upload and download to them, and another 20 or 30 minutes on the other end for them to download it. Now I can say, look, log into your InShare, come into business presentations, click on here and download it straight to your computer. It's awesome for me, but it's awesome for you guys as well. And you can also watch, you know, the video presentation of that. You've got JFI trainings that we've been doing every Thursday. This one here by Craig Schultz, how to assess your business. So if you're sitting there saying, look, where is my business at? I'm just not earning the commissions that I want to be earning, or how do I jump up to that next level? What a great training to really assess where you're at and what you need to do to take it to another level. How to build a global network marketing business quickly, a great training. How to explode your business by Craig Schultz. The first 90 days in your business. Yeah, there's so many great trainings in here. We've got videos from the Jeunesse annual conference from last year. Angela Licenti filmed professionally on stage about building a sustainable team with Jeunesse. Watch that video. Take notes, apply it to your business. You can search through all sorts of different categories and really, you know, excel yourself as a network marketer. So that's in the Media Lab there. You can also click on your messages. And as a professional member, you can message anybody in your team just like on Facebook. So if you really want to take it to a team communication level, make it private to just your genealogy, it's a great way to communicate here with your team privately about how to build the business and things that are going on. The events tab is really cool as well. Again, just taking it to a new level, but being familiar with what people know. So making it really look like, you know, just like the events tab in Facebook. So you can see here we've already got events in here for 2017, January the 17th. We've got up to March, we've got up to May, we've got up to July, we've got up to September, we've got up to October, you know, in 2017. So you can click on these events and you can find out, you know, whereabouts the next event's going to be, not just locally, but also globally as well. So we've got all sorts of different events all around the world. Who is hosting them? So that's a really cool part of this, is who's actually hosting these events. And if you wanted to build throughout Europe, through America, through Asia, where are the global events and who is hosting them? So we'll keep on posting them in the Jeunesse Global South Pacific Facebook page, but we're going to put them in more detail here in InShare, more on a global scale, and who is hosting them. And you can, you know, you can register for these events and market those as well. You have a store here for JFI and merchandise. Your news feed is really just like your Facebook news feed. So you can come in here, create a status, put up some new material. So just yesterday or the day before, I think it was, I put in here about tonight's webinar. Okay, so I've put in there the webinar link, but you can literally come in here and type in welcome to our new team member. So you can put in there all the new team members, just like you do on Facebook right now. I would, as a leader of your team, get into the habit of welcoming people into the JFire International Facebook group, but then come into InShare and welcoming them in there as well. You might not get much traction in the beginning, but if you do it and your team do it and they do it, we can start to get some real traction, you know, on the news feed in InShare, and start to create a real buzz around that news feed formula as well. You can put in your videos, you can put in photos, just like in Facebook, anything you want to in the news feed, and you can post this to your downline, or you can post it to my team, which is your upline and your downline. Soon to come as well, you'll be able to post this to community, which is everybody in InShare, cross-line, downline, upline, if you want to provide some really great value or a status update for people to welcome a new team member. So that's in your newsfeed. People can comment on your newsfeed, they can like it, they can share it, they can download it, etc. Now your network, this is really key. As soon as you've logged into your InShare account, go up here and invite all of your level 1s into your business. So type your person's name, so I can type Amber, and I would type Amber's email address here and invite her to the InShare system. When she accepts that, and I accept her as being her upline, then we are going to be linked in here as my team. So you can see here I've got level 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, level 5s, level 20s, because someone's linked to someone that's linked to someone that's linked to somebody. Okay, now if you have invited all of your level 1s that are active, but let's say, for example, you work with a level 2 or a level 3 or a level 4 because their immediate uplines just aren't active in the business, that's okay as well. You can add their email address in and connect with them so that you can all communicate and see each other in the InShare system. They can also invite you and nominate you as their upline as well, so vice versa. So real simple, come in here and invite your level 1s and encourage your level 1s to invite their level 1s and so forth, and eventually everyone joins up here in a community system and we keep communicating. You've got a notifications tab. Everyone that I join into the business now, I'm bringing into InShare to get them in the culture of JFire, to show them our incredible system. But we have a Getting Started tab right here as well. So instead of sending them the YouTube video of Getting Started, I am literally just bringing them into InShare. I say, click on the Getting Started video. Let's do steps 1 to 7 in the first 48 hours. And then over the next 30 days, step 8, step 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, the 15th step Getting Started training is sitting right here in your InShare. Get them to go through that, get their business started correctly. Account settings, you can upgrade to a pro membership here, which gets you the ability to privately message people, gets you the ability to upload your own trainings, your own content, and also obviously the marketing system with Sinduit, which is now even better, even easier to upgrade to. Where you find all your Sinduit stuff and your marketing is here under your marketing tab. So you simply click on marketing. Okay, if you haven't already upgraded to Sinduit, it will ask you to upgrade, which is simply just putting in your, your name, your Sinduit username, putting your credit card, $49 per month, and it'll take you through to the Sinduit platform. Since I've joined Sinduit as a pro member myself, I've actually saved myself around about $90 per month, because now instead of using Aweber as my email platform, I'm using Sinduit, and I can show you how to use that perhaps on more of a one-on-one basis. Instead of using My Lead System Pro now, I'm using Sinduit. Instead of using Instapages, which is costing me $1,000 a year, I'm using Sinduit. One of the other ones that I've given up. So there were so many things that I was using to build capture pages, to do autoresponders, to do emails. I'm using Sinduit for all of that now, which has actually saved me $90 a month when you're looking at the new age platform of all the software and marketing materials that you need. So I'm really loving the Sinduit platform. I might show you a few campaigns that I've been using lately that I really love. But I might see if we can hand it over to Jared now, the founder of Sinduit, to talk to us a little bit about, the changes we've made in Sinduit. I guess how we've made it a little bit simpler, what's coming up in the future, and look, Jared will just talk like Jared does, and he'll be awesome. So I'm going to click on Change Presenter, hand it over to Jared, and just give us a few seconds to get that moving. Okay, Jared, I've handed it over to you, mate. We can see your screen, and you should be unmuted, buddy.
Cool, awesome. Awesome. Can everybody can hear me? You can hear me okay? Are you able to hear me? Can you confirm that you can hear me? Testing, testing.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. You're a little bit scratchy, but I can hear you.
Cool. Let me fix my headset. All right. What's up, everyone? Hope you're finishing this year strong. We're in the final push. There's a week left. So there's no rest for the people that are really looking to make 2017 their most epic year yet. So do whatever it takes this final week to push and finish strong. I'm excited to be here sharing InShare Pro with you, specifically the Synduit side. We've made some, just great breakthroughs since we initially launched, and it's because of all of you. One of the things that I've just always emphasized and wanted to echo tonight for you.
And Jared, from my end, mate, you're very scratchy, buddy. We can only just hear you, and probably hearing about every second word. So I'm not sure whether there's a better headset or a better device or something, but can only just hear you coming through.
Let me try one thing. Let me try one thing, and I think this might work. Aaron, is it clear now for you?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, cool, awesome. Because my internet was a little spotty. So, apologize for that. So what I was saying is, welcome everyone. I'm excited to be here. It's early in the morning for me, late in the evening for you, and we're in the final push for the year. And there's no rest for those that are truly looking to make 2016, and even more importantly at this point, 2017, your most epic year yet. So I'm excited to share what we've put together with you. I'm excited to talk about the future of what you can expect, both near term and more in the long term. And I'm excited, as always, to hear from you. One of the reasons why we've been able to accomplish so much at Synduit in such a short period of time is because we have this wonderful tribe. And when I'm thinking about the tribe, one of the aspects of the tribe that really excites me are the InShare Pro members, because so many of you are coming in with your own ideas, with your own resources, and you're sharing them with our team. You're saying it would be so special if we had the ability to create XYZ inside of Synduit, or it would be so amazing if you were able to build the feature XYZ, so that would save us time and allow us to serve more people. And the more that you share, the better that we're able to become. So one of the things that we did, because we heard you, was we wanted to make sure that when you set up your account on Synduit, that it was really easy to get going. We didn't want anything to take more than just even a few seconds. So you'll notice now inside your profile, and I'm just going to show this to you quickly, we've reduced the number, the amount of information that we're requesting from you when you're setting up your account. And when you come down here and you add yourself to the Jeunesse team, and you'll type in Jeunesse in here and it'll show up here. We only ask for 3 things at this point. So your title at Jeunesse, so that could be Jeunesse Independent Distributor, it could be your rank, your replicated website, which all of you know, and then your Facebook URL. That's it. So this whole process now, instead of it taking a couple of minutes, takes a couple of seconds. And I'm just using this as one example. Many of you said, is there any way that we can just get our accounts going faster? We want to use the campaigns, we want to grow our business, we want to generate leads, but we're having a little bit of difficulty figuring out all of the different links to get our account fully set up. So this is just a great example of people having a voice. And whether you're just getting started in the business or you've been in the business for years, we take everybody's voice seriously. One of the things that I put out there to our team when I first launched Synduit and started hiring people, which was probably about 5 years ago, is I said I want everyone that we support, whether they are a thought leader with a following of millions, or whether they're an entrepreneur that's just getting started, I want everyone to feel heard. I find that one of the biggest challenges in anything to do with marketing and software is that if you don't have a large platform, often you're unrecognized. And I didn't want to recreate what already exists in the world of technology and marketing. And instead I wanted to give each one of you people that are motivated to just change their lives, change their business, and to change other people in the process. I wanted every one of you to have the ability to share your thoughts, your feedback, and then I want to take everyone's feedback as seriously, regardless of how much time they've been an entrepreneur or their level of success. So keep sharing. There's hundreds of you that are currently using InShare Pro, and every day you're coming up with great ideas and great resources that will help the collective, that will help all of us serve more people and grow our businesses. For anyone that's not familiar with Synduit, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what Synduit is, and if you are familiar with Synduit, this will be a great refresher for you so you can continue to recognize what role Synduit is going to play in your business. So on a high level, let's first talk about the features of Synduit, and then we'll go into actually how you use it, and then the future as well, which is really bright and really exciting now that we're close to entering into 2017. So on the feature side, there's a full email marketing system that is built inside of Synduit. This would compare with MadMimi, Constant Contact, Aweber, MailChimp. You can send out as many emails as you want through Synduit, either to your entire database, to a segment of your database. You can add images inside emails. You can link videos inside of emails. You can send out mass emails, and you would just choose who you want to send to, and then you can schedule when you actually want to send it. It's very simple to use, and it's a great method to connect with people. We also have a social media service built inside of Synduit. So this would be similar to a Hootsuite or to a Buffer. You have the ability inside of Synduit to schedule all of your posts for both Facebook and then also for Twitter as well. You can add images, you can post to Facebook groups, whether they're public or private. You can post to Facebook events now, which is fantastic for anyone that wants to host a Facebook class. You can even post to your business page or your personal page as well. So once you're here, you would just you can upload images, add text for Facebook and Twitter, and then decide where you want to post to, and then schedule those posts accordingly. There's also an online event registration system. This is very powerful for all of you because I'm sure in some way, shape, or form you're hosting events on a regular basis. Whether those events are smaller events, larger events, this is similar to an Eventbrite, where people can actually register in advance for live events, virtual events, and even Facebook classes, which are resources that we're going to start to provide you with in 2017. And once people register, they'll automatically begin to receive reminder messages so they don't forget to show up for that experience. We also have various landing pages, and these are exciting, and I'm going to show you these in a moment. But landing pages are great because it gives you the ability to target specific niches. It gives you the ability to have a presence online that represents you very well, and there's a variety of other ways you can use landing pages, which we'll talk about in a moment. And the final feature, before I start showing you the system in action, is the autoresponder platform. I consider this the most important feature that we've built because this gives you the ability to follow up through email in an automated fashion. One of the biggest challenges that I've seen working with thousands and thousands of network marketing professionals over the years is follow-up. Follow-up is 99% psychological and 1% action. And what I mean by that is most people, when it comes to follow-up, they overthink it, they overanalyze it, and the reality is they kind of freak themselves out. Maybe you meet John Doe on a Monday, and in your mind, you know that you really should follow up with John Doe on Tuesday, but psychologically, you're like, well, maybe it's a little bit too soon. Maybe I should wait until the next day. So you wait till Wednesday, and then Wednesday comes, and you think to yourself, well, I don't know exactly what to say yet. Let me think of the perfect message, and now it's Thursday. And then on Thursday, you think to yourself, okay, I'm going to follow up with John Doe today, but he didn't follow up with me yet, so maybe he's really not that interested. Let me give it another day to see if he follows up with me. And now it's Friday, and you say to yourself, oh, it's Friday, I don't want to bother John Doe on a Friday. I'm sure he's spending time with his kids. And now it's the weekend, and you're like, okay, I definitely don't want to bother John Doe on the weekend. And then it's Monday of next week, and you're like, well, now it's been a week, and John Doe didn't reach out to me, so I must have just not made an impression on John Doe. He can't be interested. And then your follow-up is done because, remember, follow-up is 99% psychological and 1% action. You play this mind game with yourself. As a byproduct to that, you didn't actually follow up. That's the power of having automated follow-up sequences. This doesn't mean that you can all of a sudden get lazy in your business and not get on the phone and not text and not try to meet people in person. Those things you are required to do. But what this does mean is you have a second line of defense. So if for any reason you're unable to make that phone call, or unable to send the text message, or unable to meet face-to-face with somebody because they're just not in your geographic location, you're still able to follow up through automated email sequences. And we'll talk about some of the ones that we're going to create for you in 2017. But the value of Synduit, it's not just the functionality. I mean, the functionality is great. Like what Aaron was saying before, he's saving almost $100 a month just because everything is insulated inside of Synduit. All of these features live inside of Synduit. So that's fantastic. I mean, that by itself will save you time. And time is so precious for you as a network marketing professional. But ultimately, the value of Synduit is that we create done for you and proven marketing and business growth strategies for you to apply to your business that are going to save you an enormous amount of time and create a level of professionalism that was just unattainable on your own. Let me start to show you what I mean by this. Now, when you click on campaigns and you've added yourself to the Jeunesse team, you're going to see a library of over 60 done-for-you marketing and business growth strategies. There's a ton of stuff here that has already been put together, and we are just scratching the surface. You're going to see that number 61 creep up to 71 very quickly, and eventually 101, maybe even 201. And the point of this is that everything inside of Synduit, whether it's the Jeunesse campaigns on top, or it's the generic health and wellness campaigns, or the generic network marketing campaigns, everything in here has been crowdsourced. Whether it's from Aaron or other leaders in the JFire community, or it's just other network marketing professionals who have shared with us what works for them, you can be certain that when you come inside of the library, everything has been vetted, everything has been proven, nothing is theoretical. Our team doesn't just sit down and theorize and say, okay, what could it take to grow someone's business? And instead we actually ask people, what did you do to grow your business? So I'm going to show you a few of the campaigns we put together for InShare members. This is just exclusive to InShare, so once you add yourself to the Jeunesse team in your profile, like I showed you before, these are the campaigns that you're going to unlock, and there's many, many more to come. But look how cool this is. Look how easy it is for you to launch these done-for-you and proven strategies. So let's first start just with Why Jeunesse. This is kind of the hub of everything. So the Why Jeunesse campaign is something that every one of you should do the moment you set up your account, log into your dashboard, and launch this campaign. Simply click on Let's Rock, then click Save, and now what you just did is you created this campaign for yourself. And this campaign is powerful. It's a beautiful landing page with a variety of follow-up messages as well. So let me just show it to you so you can get an idea here. So you'll see here as this loads. This is an extremely thorough overview of Jeunesse and of the JFire community. There's tons of videos, there's information on product, it's just absolutely wonderful, and I know that Aaron and his team is working right now on creating an Australia-specific version of this as well. So it just highlights the products that are specific to Australia. So that'll be coming out early in the new year. You'll see here, it's all done for you, and people are going to come through this, and you are literally guiding them through the Jeunesse lifestyle. They're learning about this wonderful opportunity and all the products that are associated with it, and at any point in time, they might say to themselves, you know something, I really want to learn more. I want to join the team. So when they click on the link, it gives them the ability to fill out this form, which will notify you immediately, and I'll show all this to you in a moment. And then once you're notified, you have the ability to follow up with this lead. So this becomes just an absolute essential tool in your business. This will be your profile picture, your contact information, so it's all custom to you. But it gives you the ability to actually capture leads. So if you're running a social media campaign, I'm going to show you some of those in a moment, you can incorporate this landing page as a call to action. I'm going to show that to you in a moment. But when somebody fills out this form, we'll just use this as an example. So when somebody fills out this form, it's going to take them to a nice thank you page, and then you are going to be notified. And it's going to say, Jared Yellen, no reply at Cinduit.com with the phone number, just filled out the interest form on YGNS so that you can then follow up. Obviously, this would be your picture and your contact information, but now you can start following up. But what's also happening at the same time is that the system is following up for you. So you'll notice here, when I click on communications, that there are 2 emails that are going out to them automatically. This one will go out immediately, and it's coming from you to that person, and it just goes over Jeunesse, and it says, when can we set up a time to speak? So the odds are that before you even get a chance to call, they're going to respond to this email and say, here's when I'm available. But regardless, you should follow up by phone. Cinduit is not built to allow you to become a lazy network marketing professional. Please realize that. Our purpose behind building such an easy-to-use tool that does so much for you is to give you leverage. Because when you raised your hand and you said, I want to become an entrepreneur, I want to become a network marketing professional, what you didn't realize was the amount of skills that you were going to have to acquire, right? And these are marketing skills. These are skills that people train themselves on for years. You needed to learn how to write marketing copy, how to design social media images, how to set up landing pages with autoresponder systems built inside of landing pages, and create flyers for your events. There's all these things that you probably didn't realize when you said, I want to become a network marketing professional, that are just key ingredients to your success. So that's the role we play. We get all of that done for you so that you can focus on leverage. So what is leverage? Leverage means getting on the phone. Leverage means doing presentations. Leverage means going to networking events. Those are things that you can never automate because it requires you. It requires you as that entrepreneur, you as that expert, you as that authority. But what we can automate is everything else. So there's 2 follow-up emails that are going out from you to any of the leads who reach out through your YGNS page. Every one of you should be using this every single day. And I'm going to show you how to use this on social media in a moment. Let's look at a few of the other campaigns that are specific to Jeunesse. So I'm sure all of you are looking to attract entrepreneurs into the business, right? It's so much easier when you find someone who's entrepreneurial minded versus someone who's not. You need to train them on what it means to be an entrepreneur. So check out this campaign. This is absolutely awesome. Entrepreneurs need it. Same concept. We click on Let's Rock. We click on Save. And you're done. The entire lead page that specifically speaks to entrepreneurs is set up for you. And it's the same concept as YGNS, but this is now really kind of pulling people in so that you can then eventually even share YGNS with them. With the ultimate entrepreneur opportunity for entrepreneurs, people can watch a video. It highlights some key areas that are important to people that are entrepreneurial minded, and then it goes into some story. So it's very professional. The copy is written for you, and it's done. This is customized to you as well. And people can literally just click here, fill out the form, and then you're going to be notified. And once again, there's an automated follow-up sequence that is going to go out to this person. But that doesn't mean that you don't call them. You still call them, but there's going to be these 2 emails going out that are saying, let's set up a time to speak, which is so important because the more people that you get on the phone with, the more people you get in front of, the faster your business is going to grow. And all of you know that, and that's why lead generation and follow-up is the name of the game. And lead generation is not just online, it's also in real life as well. It's getting out in your community, it's dominating your backyard, it's meeting every single person, it's becoming an authority so that in turn, when they have their revelation, which is, I want freedom, they know to go to you. And if you're not out and about meeting people, they're not going to even know that you exist. So yes, play that role online, but also dominate your backyard at the same time. Let me just show you a few other campaigns. So you'll see here, these are all Jeunesse-specific campaigns. Entrepreneurs needed, opportunity for mothers, attention students, getting started training, free instantly ageless sample. We have a great additional resource for instantly ageless that'll be coming out within the next couple of weeks, probably even sooner than that. I think it's done. I'm just going through testing. But instead of doing free samples, it's where they're only going to pay for shipping so that you don't have to absorb that cost. So you can choose how you want to run this. Now, we've also created a variety of social media blitzes. And these are huge. These are so critical for you to use in your business. And I'm going to show you now how easy it is to use, and then I'm going to tell you why you should be using it. But before I do that, I want to show you how to create a call to action. So remember before, we were talking about using the Why Jeunesse page as a call to action, or using the Entrepreneurs Needed as a call to action. So what you want to do is click on the landing page icon, and then copy your URL. Now, you're going to come down and launch a social media blitz. And you'll see it's a social media blitz that says right here, social media, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's launch Go for the Gold. This is an awesome social media blitz. It's one of the newer ones. So we click on Let's Rock. We're going to pick when we want the social media blitz to begin. This blitz is actually a 3-month blitz. It's every third day for 3 months. It's 30 posts. And then when you want it to actually post, so we'll say at 8 o'clock in the morning. You can add any of your own hashtags, and then the call to action here. I am looking for entrepreneurs who are motivated to create freedom in their lives. Check this out if you resonate. And obviously you can write anything you want here. So I'm going to paste that link. Remember before? I copied the URL, and now I'm putting this in the call to action section. And then I'm going to decide where I want it to post on Facebook. So maybe I want this to post to my profile timeline and to my page, my business page. And you can include Facebook events and groups as well. And then I click Save, and I'm done. This campaign comes complete with copy written for you, design done for you, and everything is going to automatically be posting for 90 days. Every third day, there's a powerful post that's inspirational, that's going to move people to action. It takes anywhere from 60 to 120 seconds, of 1 to 2 minutes, for the entire campaign to launch, because these images are very high quality. One of our goals when we launched Into It was we wanted entrepreneurs, whether they were just getting started in the business or they've been doing it for years, whether they were making $100 a month or $100,000 a month, we wanted to make you look and sound like a rock star. So what does that mean? Because it kind of sounds somewhat juvenile. So what I define as looking and sounding like a rock star is when an individual is able to market and other people watch them and they're impressed. So when you see Tony Robbins market, or Eric Worre, or Robin Sharma, or any thought leader, when you see them market, you're impressed. You're impressed with the quality, you're impressed with the consistency, and that's our motivation for you. We want you to look that way in your community. We want you to be the Tony Robbins in your community when it comes to marketing your business. And that's why you'll notice everything we do is extremely professional. Let me show you this as an example. This is now done. So I'm going to open up the communications. And some of the posts might still be scheduling because the files are just enormous, but they will schedule on their own for you. You'll see here there's 30 posts. They're officially all scheduled, which is awesome. These go out every third day, so we're not going to bombard people with this, but it's going to post, and it's consistent. You don't have to think about it. It's automatically posting for you, and we include your call to actions when it's appropriate. So it's not every post, because there's this whole premise that you just want to give value, give inspiration, give education before you ask for anything in return. So we always include the call to action on a sporadic basis. But you'll see here as an example, there's powerful statements, a Jim Rohn quote, and all of this stuff is custom designed for you guys. So we didn't take this from Google Images, we created all of this specifically for our tribe. But you'll see here the call to action is included. I'm looking for entrepreneurs who are motivated to create freedom in their lives. Check this out if you resonate. and then there's the link. So now this is posting. Someone's going to read it. They're going to say, I don't want to settle for the ordinary, and then they have the ability to click here, opt in to your landing page, and then you're going to follow up with them. Well, you'll see every one of these are thought-provoking, they're unique, they're different, and you'll notice that every one is really high-quality images, and will really take the time to make you look and sound like a rock star. We want you to stand out when it comes to what you offer the world. So this is an example of one of many social media blitzes that you gain access to. Now, stuff that's coming, because this is a never-ending process. Like you're going to sign up today, many of you, and I hope all of you do, because that, to me, is a declaration. When you sign up for InShare Pro, you just said, I declare that I'm going to become an even more successful entrepreneur. That's what it means. That's what it stands for. Because at that point, you're playing at a higher level. You're getting access to all of these campaigns. Aaron and I are going to talk about some trainings that we're going to do that are exclusive to InShare Pro. So there's all of these other things that you get when you make that declaration. But in my mind, the most important aspect of making that declaration is the fact that you did it. It's the fact that you said, okay, I'm willing to make this small investment into really propelling my life forward. That's what it stands for. And I'm encouraging that anyone here tonight that is at that point where you say, I'm ready to step up to a new level, then just upgrade to InShare Pro. Give it a shot. Your risk is so minimal, and the upside is so significant. One of the things that you're probably going to want to do, if you're not already doing it, is hosting events. It's getting in front of people. It's sharing the product. It's sharing the opportunity. So you'll notice in the library there are a variety of events, from ladies' night out to come for the product, stay for the people, to work from anywhere webinars, to opportunity events. There's so much stuff here that's available for you, and I encourage you to look at the campaigns so you can find what is most appropriate for you and your business. Let me just show you a few examples just so you can get an idea of how cool this really is, because this gives you leverage. Instead of you having to go and create all of these things on your own, they're done for you. So as an example, we'll just use this one. Come for the product, stay for the people. So this would be a great event for you to host for students that are younger people that are in college or just graduated from college, and they're looking to improve their lifestyle and they want to create freedom for themselves. So you can always click on preview so you can read about the campaign and understand that this is a discovery event, so it'll be great for all of you, where you can showcase products, showcase opportunity. You can see what the registration page is going to look like. You can see what it looks like on mobile as well. And then also what the campaign files will look like as well, the print resources. So when you decide that you want to do this, you click on Let's Rock. You put in the event date and time. You select the location, so you have the ability here to add a new location, and it'll save it for next time, and then it'll be here for you to use. Type in your company name. And then where do you want to post on social media? Let's say I'm going to market this on my timeline, and I want to invite all of my leads to this event. And then I click Save, and I'm done. The marketing for this live event is replicated, automated, and personalized to you in anywhere from 60 to 120 seconds. But you're done. There's no other action you need to take. Right now, everything is getting scheduled. All the copy is getting written for you. All of the graphic design is done for you. Let me show you. This is already done, as you can see. So I'll start with the communications. So you'll see in communications, there's 17 of them. 3 of these are marketing emails written by a professional copywriter. So this stuff converts. Everything is thought through. Every subject line, every word is intentional. It's done for you. But you are welcome to come in here and make any updates if you want. You literally can just type here. You can have pictures if you want. I don't recommend that you do. Having no pictures in emails will lead to better engagement, but do whatever's best for you. There's also 10 social media posts that are automatically scheduled and automatically posting leading up to the experience. Some of them have images. Some of them are just text-based, so they're asking questions to create engagement, but you'll see here they're done for you. And there's always going to be some type of imagery. They might pull from the landing page, or they might already be preloaded into it. But they're done for you. They're going to ask questions like this. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is extremely mediocre and 10 is absolutely beyond epic, where do you rank your life? So people are going to respond to this type of stuff, so that in turn that you're going to be able to open up dialogue through social media, and then once people sign up for the event, they're going to get reminder messages. One goes out immediately, one goes out 72 hours before, 24 hours before, and then 2 hours before, and they're custom to you. All of your information is already loaded in here, so people do not forget to sign up, to show up for what they just signed up for. Now the question is, where are they signing up? So for an event like this, and we have webinars like this, I mean there's a whole variety of resources you're getting access to, but for an event like this, there is a registration page. You have your very own landing page, which is where people are going to sign up for this. And the copy is written for you, and this is compelling copy. I mean, I recommend just reading this. This is going to speak to people that are looking to make a change, and you are their change. All done for you. There's a map with the location information, and people will literally just sign up right here. They'll click register, put in their contact information. They can include guests when they register, and then everyone's going to receive reminder messages. So what we just did is we saved you 12 to 20 hours on any of your live events, because this will take an enormous amount of time, and we are creating JFire events as we speak. We're actually building a variety of events that are branded the way that you're accustomed to having things branded, so it's the same concept. One click, and it's yours, and you'll see that within the next few weeks. So we just created so much time for you, but that doesn't mean you're going to just go and sit and watch TV. You need to get out and spread the message. So whenever you're having any events, whether they're local to you or you're traveling to host these events, we provide you with print resources so that you can literally blanket the community. Everything from posters to save the date cards to flyers. You'll see there's even digital resources. So Facebook cover photos, ads that you can use on social media. We provide you with press releases. You are hosting a mega event, and everyone should know about it. And look at the quality of this stuff. So this is an example of the front of a Save the Day card. This is the back of a Save the Day card. It's all done for you. This would be your picture, all of your location information. This is a flyer. So imagine having this set up around the community for an event that you're hosting. It's extremely professional. It stands out. It makes you look and sound like a rock star. So in the next 60 seconds, I'm just going to share a few things that we're working on for you, and then I'm going to turn it back to Aaron so that he can close it out. But you're going to notice with Synduit that this is always going to get better. I've said this now for years, but your worst day using Synduit is your first day, and it's not because the first day is bad. I mean, it's going to beyond exceed your expectations, but rather it's because we just keep getting better. We just keep adding new campaigns, and we keep adding new features. So right now, where we're investing a ton of time on the creative side is building an all-encompassing landing page for the India launch, which is a really big deal. Aaron did a great job with a few other leaders to put together some copy so that we can use that to get started, and we're deep in the development of that page. We're also working on an entire campaign around the new Mind product, both a landing page and even a social media blitz that just educates people on the Mind product. One thing we want to do is we want to start collecting video testimonials of people that have benefited from the product and have benefited from the opportunity, and create social media blitzes with video testimonials of people that are in the tribe. How cool would that be to click Let's Rock and know that over the next 90 days, over the next 6 months, every few days, there's going to be another success story automatically posting, sharing the opportunity, and or sharing product. How cool would that be for you not to have to think about that, so you could focus on higher leverage activities? Like I mentioned, we're going to be creating a variety of campaigns for JFire Jeunesse-specific events so that it has your branding built into it, so you can click one button and launch it. The future is bright on the creative side, but we're looking for all of you. Every one of you have a voice. Every one of you have ideas. When you set up your Synduit account, which I hope that all of you are going to do today, upgrade to InShare Pro. That's a declaration to end this year strong and to start 2017 with momentum. But share ideas with us so that we can consider those ideas and possibly even bring them to life. On the technology side, right now we are working diligently on building text messaging inside of Synduit. that would give you the ability to send text messages as follow-up, not even just email. And where we're also investing a ton of time is building a complete CRM platform, a client relationship manager on top of Synduit, so you can deeply manage your leads. You can set up follow-up tasks, follow-up phone calls, write notes about people, and that's also deep in development and will be released in 2017. So I probably took more time than any of you wanted to hear, but I get excited every chance that I have to speak with InShare members. So Aaron, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can take it home.
Thanks, Jared. That was absolutely awesome, mate. And hopefully you stay on the line there. The guys might be after some questions there at the end. I know people are getting very excited with what they're hearing. I also learnt something there which was totally cool of putting the why Gen S or the entrepreneurs or the stay-at-home mums link into the call to action on a social media campaign. So that was such a great idea, so obvious really, but I guess until someone points it out, you can kind of combine two different campaigns in there as well. Don't you love what's coming up? I mean, text messaging system, pretty much every conversation I have with people is, hey, what can we use to manage our list better and communicate better and be organized and follow up? So really looking forward to that coming out, and obviously all the new campaigns. Really, really exciting stuff. It's almost an opportunity within an opportunity there. One other campaign I just really want to show you guys quickly is Jared kind of touched on live events. If I go into campaigns here, share my screen, the really great one that I've been using, which I like, I mean, there's a few different ones there, so have a play around, see which one works best. The real popular one is, come for the product, stay for the people. The one that I really like is this one here, live event, are you free? Business opportunity meeting. So go ahead and have a play around with that one. For the sake of time, I won't go through that one now, but all the live events that you're attending or any live events that Gen S is running all around the country, all around the world, you can create a campaign where instead of just having a Facebook event or telling them where it is, hoping that they go to it, you can have people register with one person, two people, 5 attendees. It'll come through to your email that you can call up, that you can contact and follow up with at all the live events. Also, you can do that with our webinars. I mean, we run a webinar every single Monday night, and there are other opportunity webinars that Gen S run as well. So really quickly, I want to show you this webinar campaign that you can apply to your business straight away next year, and I just absolutely love this. So we click on Let's Rock. You've got the title there, which you can edit, Business Opportunity Webinar. We want to click the date on that one. So let's say, for example, it's going to be January the 9th, 2017. The end date is also January the 9th, 2017. Let's put a start time of 7:30 p.m. and end time of 8:30 p.m. Queensland time. This is where you would put the webinar link. Now I want to show you something, and hopefully Jared can watch this as well, because this is really, really interesting. If I put on one of our webinar links here, let's say for example we go into our JFire International page, and I can pick up, say, the Monday webinar that has just gone. So these webinars aren't available anymore, but the next year's links will come out. So I want to copy and paste the latest link to our webinar. So a go-to webinar, funnily enough, has 61 characters. So we can see here that paste your URL here from Google Hangout or Zoom, whatever it may be, it has a 60-character limit. Okay, now if we post your Gen S JFire webinar link, it's going to have 61 characters. Well, we can only get 60 characters in there. So if someone clicks on that link, it's going to go to an error message. But don't worry, there's always a solution to a problem. And I'll talk to Jared about getting this changed so they can have a few extra characters in there, because we can't quite get it in there. But you can go to URL shortening. So let's say, for example, we go to bit.ly.com. We can log in there. It's all free. BITLY, bit.ly.com, and you can literally just paste in the link there into the bit.ly website, and it's going to automatically shorten it for you. We can take that shortened version And that's what we can post in the webinar link. So now we have the webinar link in there. We can post the campaign to our social media campaign. I can post it to a page, and I can also automatically email it out to an email database that I've already created, and we can do some training on that on another time. But let's say, for example, I've had a lot of people come into my campaigns on YGNS. Do I want them to go onto the webinar? Absolutely. I want that emailed out straight away. Opportunity for mothers? Yes, I want them to see the webinar. Getting started training people? No, they're already in the business. I don't need to send it to them. New South Wales team, they're already in the business. What other campaigns have I got? So I can send this out to any email database that I want, as well as posting it on my social media, which is absolutely brilliant for advertising the webinar. Now you can also get a little bit more advanced by coming up here, clicking on the Advanced tab, clicking on Landing Page, and again, this, as Jared said, is written by copywriters. It's got a great headline, it's got a great body in there, some sub-headlines, so you can do absolutely nothing here and just click on Save, and you're going to have a great capture page. What I did was just tweak the copy a little bit in the body of the capture page just to make it a little bit more personal to me. So I'm sort of telling my story. Let's see if I can find an example here for you. So I just changed a few little bits and pieces here. And one thing to really notice here, you can see the dot points here for your landing page callouts. You can change them. Where it says date and time, you're going to have a few things in brackets. Don't change them. Don't put anything there because that's deliberate. It's like a formula. So it says, all I'm going to ask you to do is join me for a webinar on date at time. So the date is going to be the date that you schedule the webinar in here for, and the time, 7:30 p.m. So anything where you see a bracket, it's going to automatically formulate either the date and the time, or the headline that you created, or the company that you created. So that's already done for you, but you might want to change the dot points to things that, 8 reasons why someone would want to attend. You might have some more in there. So you can also edit a capture page to make it specific to your story, personal to your network, or anything else that you want to change. If you want to get into advanced, if you're just happy and trust with the system, don't worry about that, and it's going to get complicated for duplication of your team. Literally come down here and click Save, and that is going to automatically go out onto your social media. It's going to automatically email out your database, and you can start collecting your very own people for the webinar that's coming up on Monday night, no matter who's presenting it. It's a really great way to see who is registering for the webinar, how many people are registering. Let me show you what it looks like. So if I come down here to the webinar that we've created, I did this one previously for the 12th of December 2016. Which is one that either myself or Brody was running. So again, if I click on the landing page, I can see exactly what it's going to look like. Work from anywhere, business opportunity webinar, register now. Want the freedom to work from anywhere, read on. Okay, and here we go. Some great copy. You don't have to be like most people. I'll never forget when I had this realization. This is when my life changed. You can see here that I've just changed the dot points. Okay, they just added a few little ones in here. I finally realised my dream of living in Noosa Heads, Queensland. So made it a bit more personal to me. All in all, I live life on my terms, which is my catch cry. My profile picture, obviously, to be your profile picture. RSVP if you want to work from anywhere and be your own boss. They can get on your social media. When they click on register, you'll see here that they're actually registering for our normal webinar link. They put their name, their email, and how many guests that they're attending, okay, and they register for the webinar. Now, automatically, they'll get an email that will have the webinar link in there. So they can click on the Go To Meeting Webinar and they can register for the webinar as per normal. But now what you've got is, like, within 24 hours of running this campaign, I had 36 leads just from posting it on my Facebook, my Instagram and my LinkedIn for people that registered for the webinar. Now, instead of them just registering and go to webinar, picking up the database, the email, the phone number, and instead of me having to, phone up everyone that I'd invited to the webinar, and for half the time, if I'm just posting it on my Facebook page, I've got people on my 5,000 friends list that are going to jump on there, that are going to register for the webinar, and I'm not even going to know that they did that. But if they come through my system, my Sinduit, my database, guess what? I can see every single person's name and email. I can have autoresponders following them up. I can send them an email anytime I like. And let's just go into communications here and just have a bit of a look at what's coming out. So I can see the email reminders here, business opportunity, email, and it's going to have the webinar link in there. See there, it's got the RSVP link. It'll have the go-to webinar link in there as well. But also too, if I go into, let's say, communications here, and I want to email out people in the future, and I want to add that email and say, okay, I want to email now a follow-up email to everyone that's ever got on a webinar for me. I can click on Business Opportunity Webinar on the 12th of December, Business Opportunity on the 9th of December, and I might even just email it out to anyone that registered through my live meetings. And I might just write there, hey guys, I noticed you watched your webinar on the 12th of December. What did you like about it? Maybe it's not the right time for you, but did you know that we just released this brand new product called Zen? It's going absolutely crazy. There's never been a business opportunity like it in Australia before. And I can save that, hit send. I can also schedule that to go out straight away, or I can schedule it for 9 a.m. Monday morning where people get to their work desk. I know they're sick of their job. They read my email and go, right, this week I'm going to do something about this. So we have captured that whole database. So you might end up with a database of 1,000 and 2,000 and 10,000 and 20,000 people, over the next few years of running your network marketing business that previously, GoToMeeting would get it, or some other system would get it, or you just wouldn't have the database. Maybe there's people that you don't even know have registered for live events, didn't show up, live webinars you didn't even know got on there. That, let's say you went to a business opportunity and didn't want to do Jeunesse anymore, you still have ownership of that database through Sinduit that you now own forever. A group of stay-at-home moms, or a group of entrepreneurs, or a group of students, you can niche the email communication to them forever and ever about whatever opportunity you are talking about. So that's a really cool, in fact, every single webinar that I run next year, I'll be getting people to register through this campaign and creating my own database, following up with them, and really creating my own personal webinar sequence for them as well. So that was really, really cool. I wanted to show you that one, and it also works exactly the same for a live event, a bit like what Jared showed you. Just put the date, the address. It actually comes up with a Google map of where it is. They can register, you get their phone numbers, follow up, rather than, again, just a Facebook event page. So really, really cool things in there. Have a play around. Just click on campaigns and just have a play around with stuff, see what you like, and go and try one of the campaigns into your plan yourself. So that's really cool through InShare Pro and Sinduit. That's just some of the things there. You've heard about some of the things that are coming. Also, too, you would have probably seen in the JFire International Facebook group early in 2017, from InShare Pro and Sinduit, we'll be running a 6-figure mentoring program. So straight away, people that are InShare Pro members, people that are members of Sinduit will get that for free. People that are members of InShare will obviously get to hear about it firsthand, but that'll be a paid training where we're going to get some incredible experts in social media and mindset and motivation and all sorts of different areas to be guest speakers on a 12-week program. And this is really designed to become a Ruby director in Jeunesse. The biggest gap in our compensation plan is between Sapphire and Ruby. If you're a Ruby, it's impossible mathematically to not be making 6 figures. So it really is, I sat down and thought about this and said, what do people need? And they really do need mentoring. But I can't mentor 1,000 people to the personal point that I want to. And I sure can't do it for 10,000 or 20,000 or 100,000. But if I can do it for 50 people or 100 people, I want to make it really personal. So I want to share 12 campaigns or 12 programs that I really believe are going to help you to become that six-figure earner. You know, making sure your posture is correct, your phone manner is correct, your social media is professional enough, people are attracted to you online and offline. You know, what are you saying to people? What does your mindset look like? All these different things are really, really important. How to use LinkedIn to headhunt and find great people. We're having huge success with LinkedIn at the moment. How to make sure you find good leaders in India when it launches. And then we're going to go right into the nitty-gritty, how to be a presenter. So you're going to need to present to me or whoever's running it at that particular time a recorded webinar on your Jeunesse PowerPoint presentation. This is how personal it's going to be. This is how real it's going to be. And if that scares you, good. You know, this program may not be for you. But if you're ready to get to Ruby, if you're ready to get to six figures, maybe you're already a Ruby, want to get to the next level, maybe you're a Ruby and drop back, this is the perfect program because it's going to keep you accountable. It's going to be scary. It's going to be very personable. And again, free for pro members, paid for non-members. It's going to be 50 places, first in, best dressed. So that's going to be a very exciting program for 2017, and we'll roll a few of those out next year. Now, there's also going to be even higher level trainings where we're going to get some pretty crazy guest speakers coming in throughout the year, which are only going to be available for pro members. So unfortunately, you know, if you're not a pro member, if you're not an InShare Pro or a Sinduit member, you know, you won't get access to those levels of training. And really becoming a pro member, that's just paid for itself with these types of trainings. I mean, I was saying to Jared last night on the telephone that the reason I stayed a member of so many of these similar systems in the past was really just for the training. I mean, a lot of the marketing stuff I never ended up using, but I stayed for the training because that whole library of training right there just for the professional members. You know, there's a lot of training, and someone just mentioned it in the questions before, that we get for free in InShare, all the normal Jeunesse stuff, which should be free as well. You know, with Network 21, that was $50 or $60 a month to get those trainings. It's all free in InShare. But we are going to take it up a level for paid and pro. We're going to take it up a whole new level, you know, just for the pro members, you know, which is coming to you from Sinduit and from InShare Pro. Of course, all of our Jeunesse and our JFI trainings will always be free for our team. So that's something that's pretty exciting that's coming up. We'll also be running live events, you know, around that sort of same concept as well. Now, just winding up, guys, if there's anyone on here that's not InShare Pro member yet, if you're not a Sinduit member, you don't have access to these campaigns. If you enroll into the program in the next 48 hours, then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make sure I sit down with you one-on-one to make sure you go through and set this all up properly, make sure it's all linked together, to make sure your capture pages are set up, to make sure your campaigns are done for you. I want to show you how to use this for your Jeunesse business, including the webinar one, including the live event one, including how to drive traffic to these capture pages, both online and offline, and really just work with you to make sure everything is set up 100% for the rest of this year in 2017, and how you really can physically and simply use these campaigns to drive your business in 2017. So it's literally going to be a one-on-one phone call with myself. I'll talk you through it step by step. That is only available for people that join up in the next 48 hours. Obviously, we don't do that for everybody, or that would be my full-time job. So guys, that's what's on the table for now. Have an incredible Christmas. I'm going to open it up to any questions that we have here. I'm not sure whether Jared can see them or not at the moment, but we'll go through and we'll see who the questions kind of relate to. Feel free to ask any questions about what you've seen tonight, Sinduit, InShare, network marketing, mindset, what's a great Christmas present to buy for a 2-year-old, whatever questions that you want to ask, guys, fire away, and we'll get them answered for you. There's a really simple one there. Is this webinar recorded? Yes, yes it is. So we can send that out to your team, and we can share that in the group. There's a question here. I'm not sure whether you're still with us there, Jared, as well, but the question is, okay, cool, buddy. Can you easily provide translation into other languages, for example, Dutch? And I know from our InShare side of things that yes, and look, here's a really interesting thing is because Jeunesse is so global, because we do half of our whole company turnover out of China, because US is not as big as market as lots of other network marketing companies. I mean, my main team is Australia, South Africa, Denmark, Philippines. And so a lot of people in the Philippines and India and China just simply aren't going to use this type of system because they don't have access to Facebook or credit card or high access internet. But certainly, we have such a global appeal that it certainly makes sense, as the numbers increase in a certain area to do that in those languages. So from our end, absolutely, and I know Jared is very open to it, if it makes sense to him as well. So you want to answer that from your end with a Sinduit as well, Jared?
Yeah, so converting to multiple languages is actually easy. It's just the game of translation. So it's kind of a two-step process. So one step is we need to have proven demand for whichever campaigns that we're converting in the other languages. So that's where we would work with leaders that have a very strong influence in that area. And then from there, we would bring in the translator just to convert the copy, and then it's done. So it's not a lengthy process. It just the key is that there is a sizable investment that we have to make when doing this. So we just want to make sure that there's enough of an audience that will benefit and use it, so that it makes sense. So, but we are open to it. We've been asked this question a number of times, and it's just really partnering with the right people to make that a reality. So if that's you who asked the question, get set up with InShare Pro, message our support team by clicking on that little orange circle and expressing interest about bringing InShare Pro to your country, and then we can brainstorm how to go about doing that.
Absolutely, and it all comes down to leadership. If you're a leader in your business and you build a big, network marketing business, Sapphire Elite, and Ruby, then you have influence, you have a team, and we can certainly, cater for that fan base that you're going to have, because it's going to get some traction. So, the more and more you build, the more and more, things can happen, and the voice will be louder and louder, with suggestions here as well. Got a question from Greg. Jared, would it be a good idea if the clicking on the marketing tab in InShare took Sinduit to open up in a new window tab? And there's certainly something, Greg, that we've spoken about in regards to swapping back and forth between InShare and Sinduit very, very easily, but obviously more complicated than that to make that happen. But the question there, Jared, is could Sinduit open up in a new window, so you literally had InShare in one window and Sinduit in the window next to it?
Yeah, I think that's how you guys should set it up. So it's actually really easy, so I would just ask your IT team, but just instead of having it redirect, have it just open in a new tab, and then that'll be much easier for people, because then they can just toggle back and forth just by changing tabs.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a pretty reasonable question there, Greg, and not a bad idea, and probably pretty easy to do. So let's definitely look at that one, and that's what I love about the mastermind group at the end. We can get some good ideas happening. A question from Anna: can you replace the HTTPS with www? Possibly, and when I was shortening the URL, I was thinking about that. So maybe we can have a play around with that and put a www in there and fit in the characters.
We can increase it, yeah. We just have to have some limit, so we'll increase it to 100 characters. It doesn't really matter to us. So we'll just increase it to 100 characters, and then you'll be fine.
Beautiful, pretty easy. Thank you, Kim. Yes, Anthony, so every time somebody registers for a webinar or they register for a live event through your campaign, you'll get an email notification. So you'll get notified via your email address that you've already put into Sinduit every single time somebody registers for that. Now, whether or not they actually show up to the webinar or not, well, that's for you guys to follow up with, because you're not going to really know that. That's through the GoToWebinar system, or it's through the Zoom system, etc. But you'll certainly see when they register for it, that's for sure. When will the CRM be available, and can we upload a database and market to them? So right now, Anthony, you can upload all of your email contacts, like say for example from Aweber or from another email source. You can upload all that into Sinduit right now. And have those different groups that I was showing you available to email people, and you can start marketing to them straight away. Absolutely. In terms of the CRM system that you perhaps might be referring to in terms of your list management or text message system, that's probably a question for Jared in terms of the timing and whether the email people that are in your system, if they're provided a phone number, will they be available to text? And that's a question for you, Jared.
Yeah, great. So like Aaron said, you can very easily import your list. Once you're set up, if you don't know how to do it, just message our support team, and they'll direct you to a tutorial. But it's very simple, and you can organize your list however you desire as well. When it comes to the CRM and texting, we don't ever put dates on features that are that size. All that I can tell you is we've made an enormous amount of progress, and as excited as you are to use it, we're 100 times more excited to release it. Because it's going to make such a difference for our existing tribe and those who join. But it's a really cool way of building a CRM. So our whole premise is we wanted to create a tool that's easy for the person that's petrified of technology. And I'm confident that tonight all of you saw how easy Sinduit is. So even if you're scared of technology, you can click Let's Rock. So it's taking away all of the complexity of internet marketing and marketing in general. With the CRM, we're taking that same exact approach. So once it's released, what we'll be doing is speaking with leaders like Aaron and saying, how do you train your team to follow up? Like, what's the exact process? So let's just use like an example. Let's pretend that Aaron says, well, if they meet somebody at a coffee shop, we tell them that once they get home that night, they should send them an email. And then 3 days later, they should text them. And then 6 days later, they should call them. And then 12 days later, they should email them. And I'm making this up. But the premise is that we will have built-in sequences that you're able to plug your leads into. So that all that you do is just add them in, and then anything that can be automated will be automated. So the email will be automated, the text message will be automated, and the scheduled task will be automatically set up so that it actually pings you on your phone and says, call John Doe today. And we can even add scripts to it so it doesn't touch on these topics. So it's not just like the bare bones CRM, it's actually the whole done-for-you concept, so that if you're someone that has no idea how to manage leads, which I'm sure most of you, that's complex, you don't even have to think, you just literally let Sinduit tell you what to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sarah, how much is it to join? $49.95, I believe it is, US dollars to join InShare Pro. What about getting into Danish? Yep, I think we covered that one. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I think the social media campaigns that Jared used as an example was every third day. Jared, the question is, can they change the consistency of when they post? E.g., can they make it post every day, or can they make it post once a week, or is that set in stone per campaign?
Everything is editable, so you can change it however you want. That one was every third day, but whenever you launch a campaign, before you hit Let's Rock, I recommend that you click on the small preview icon that's next to Let's Rock. It's like a little eye. That'll tell you how the campaign is preloaded. But even after you launch it, you can change the days and times. Just message the support team, and they'll give you a training on how to do it. They'll show you where to go. But it's very simple. If you wanted to post once a week, every Monday, you could do that. So just message us, and we'll show you how to do that.
Perfect, perfect. A question from Joanne is, she's been a member since inception, but have not yet set up correctly. Can I book some time for assistance? And look, Joanne, that's probably a very common thing with people. I mean, I know that I've joined multiple internet marketing programs and mentoring programs, and haven't even logged in, through priorities and been busy and whatever. But guys, if you're like Joanne, if you have a pro membership account and you have not set it up yet with the Jeunesse campaigns, if you not have used the campaign yet, if you just don't know where to start, please reach out. Now, I'm happy to sit down with you one-on-one. Like I've done it with Angela Lascenti, I've done it with Greg Phillips, I've done it with so many different leaders in our business, and the biggest thing that they say is, oh my God, I didn't realize it could do that. I didn't realize it could do that. This is completely different to what I thought it was. This is so simple. I'm so excited to use this now. And look, I get it. It's like, you've got to have some initiative. You've got to have some leadership. You've got to go and just follow the videos and get it done. But at the end of the day, I get it. Things that are foreign, things that are new, but please reach out. Don't go and sit on it, because if you don't use it for a month or 2 months or 3 months, you may never use it. You just may not see the value in it. You may stop using it. And what money are you leaving on the table without this type of tool for 2017? You can build your whole business offline the old school way still today. But the way that I say that to people is, sure, do that, but you are leaving money on the table. There's so much action online today, Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube, that you want to at least have a piece of it, but you want to do it the most simple and duplicatable way possible, and this is the best system that I've ever seen come together. So please text me, Facebook me, ring me and say, hey, I need some one-on-one time to set it up properly. How do I use it? And I'm more than happy to do that for you guys at the moment. Now, the bigger and bigger and bigger we get, I'm not going to be able to do that, but we'll have lots and lots of training videos. But right now, please reach out. I'm happy to go through that with you. Anna, question, can we have squeeze pages? Well, the campaigns, the opt-in landing pages, you can call them squeeze pages, capture pages, landing pages, whatever you want to call them. It's all kind of the same. I think I get what you mean, though, in regards to, a squeeze page, literally, instead of being so long, instead of so much information, instead of so many choices, it's literally headline, few dot points, name, email, phone number, correct? I think that's what you're getting at, Anna. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would just be another campaign that we could put together. I've already spoken to Jared about that as one of the suggestions that we've had. And from an internet marketing point of view, to build a database, then they do actually work better. They're not as good for conversion, but they're good for numbers, and we can certainly add them into the repertoire as well. Thanks, Maya. Love you. Hey, where's my present? I haven't got my present yet. I hope it rocks up soon. Thanks, Anthony. Trisha upgraded straight after this call. Very excited. Thank you. God, that's why we love you, Trish. We love you. Looking for autoresponder campaigns, a drip campaign over months instead. Yeah, you can certainly change the campaigns in terms of autoresponders, Anna, to whenever you want them to go out. It's a date. Thanks, Joanne. Not quite sure what you mean by that question, Kenny. Can you come back and give me another example of what that actually means? Vivian is excited. Awesome, guys. I'll just give you another 30 seconds to chuck any other questions you want in there, but they're all great questions, guys. And look, I'm taking notes here, and there's half a dozen things there that straight away, just through you guys pointing them out, that we can change, improve on, edit, and just tweak very simply to make it a lot better. Book that one on time with me. Looks like people are upgrading already. Guys, honestly, if I didn't believe in this system, I wouldn't be here at 9 p.m. Almost Christmas, doing this webinar. Everything I do, I believe with 100% authenticity, and this is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in 2017. And trust me, if you're a pro member next year, the extra value add that you're going to have above and beyond everyone else in our team is going to be pretty mind-blowing, and people are going to watch the live events that you attend, the live webinars, the extra trainings, the things that you guys get, and they're just going to have to be part of it. And look, I don't care whether anyone does or doesn't. You can build your business without this, but again, like I said before, how much money are you leaving on the table? You are the leaders, you're setting the example, and it really does help to take your business to the next level. Even just putting one of the URLs on a business card, having a challenge with your downline, how many business cards can I hand out today? I filled my car up with petrol. Thanks for that, mate. Here's my money. By the way, do you know anyone that's looking to make extra income on the side? Because that's my specialty. Here's my business card. Walk out. Someone serves you lunch at Subway. Thanks a lot for that. By the way, do you know anyone looking to make extra income on the side? That's what my specialty is. Here's my business card. If you can do that 20 times a day, every day for a week, you think about how many people are getting your business card with the URL on it of Why Jeunesse or Life Changing Webinar or Attention Students if you want to do it around universities. Can you do it at school pick up and drop off opportunity for mothers. You know, whether people put the business card in the bin or not doesn't matter, because all you have to do is go home, check your emails. There might be 4 leads in there from the business card through your capture page that you can now contact them and take them through the system, because we at least know that they're curious enough to check it out and put their information in. And there's so many different ways that you can get eyes onto your campaigns, both online and offline, and that's the kind of you know, training that we're going to be providing for you guys in the 6-figure mentoring program and beyond. The guys, let me just quickly check any more questions. If you haven't got a large social media following, this will absolutely help you, Trish, but we can at the same time do some things offline, like that very example that I just gave you. We can start building a social media following as well. Is there an option for someone on your email list to opt out? I'm sure there is. Every email software program these days needs an unsubscribe as part of the spamming policy, so I'm sure there is definitely, Bridget. When you put the webinar out there, will people just listen, or have you to talk as well? Not quite sure what you mean there, Zelna. I mean, a webinar would be just like this one, so people would see the PowerPoint presentation, they would hear me talk. It would be showcasing the Jeunesse opportunity as per every webinar we've run on a Monday night for the last 5 years. Beautiful. Kim's already got her business cards. Awesome. All right, guys, thanks a lot for your time. It's been absolutely brilliant. Again, follow up, upgrade, search me out, do a one-on-one. Thank Jared for his time as well. I mean, it's early morning over there in New York. Again, he doesn't have to do this, but he's completely passionate about his baby, Sinjua, and we look forward to working together in 2017 to create some magic. So thanks for jumping on, Jared, and have a great Christmas, buddy.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all of you. Let's rock. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron. Enjoy the holiday, man.
Cheers, guys.